We're supposed to sit and click start, huh? No. Not good, man. Not good.
I did.
What's today? Tuesday? Tequila Tuesday?
Taco Tuesday.
Oh, Tuesday. Buy it on the set, folks.
Quiet on the set. You're listening to WRFB, Radio Free Britannia, and no other freaking better place in the world than Deltona, Florida. Here you are, lunch with no other than the dynamic duo, Laz and Jack.
Greetings, everybody. This is Laz.
And this is Jack. Welcome to another edition of Lunch with Laz and Jack, where we interpret the news so you don't have to.
That's right. Bringing you our own brand of news right here inside Shroud the Avatar 5 days a week. That's right, 5 days a week for your viewing and listening pleasure. Welcome to today's show, boys and girls. It is Tuesday, August 7th, 2018 here inside Shroud the Avatar. And geez, Jack, it's quiet on the lot today, man.
Yeah.
What is everybody? Did everybody decide to go to work or something today, or what's going on? I mean, we got
everybody forgot to show up.
You know, we got people in chat here, and of course tuning in on Twitch. But of course, our usual regulars on the lot are not here. I know Spiffy's off doing his usual thing, so I know he was.
Yeah. Wait. I've got the solution. Since we don't have a bard.
You always have the solution. Okay, I want to turn that off now.
No, you're not. You're going to turn it up because I changed instruments. It's not the lute. It's the harp.
Yes, I see that. Which is even more annoying than the loot.
Oh, okay. Yeah. Okay, fine.
Sounds like the theme to Halloween, you know.
Yeah. Well, let's see what happens with winches and mead.
Then. Friday the 13th, whichever it was. That's a little bit more palatable. But you really need a wider selection of music.
Well, I do have a bunch of sheet music inside of a chest somewhere, thanks to Scroda.
But you don't.
But have it. Yeah, it's in a chest somewhere, and then I do have a bunch of ABC files that I can't remember the names of all the songs.
Well, that's when you cheat and you keep the directory open on your desktop and right there like I usually do.
I restarted my computer, and the only thing I have open right now is the soundboard directory.
The soundboard
directory. Just to get that working.
Yes.
Yep.
Yes, we had a soundboard today. That was nice to be able to have an intro.
Yeah. So are you ready? Are you ready for Friday's live stream?
Friday's live stream. We gonna pick up where we left off yesterday, or
I don't know. I have no idea what we're doing. Do you have any idea what we're doing?
Now we had quite the lively conversation yesterday.
Yeah.
And this is where that topic that you told me wasn't so interesting comes in and becomes very interesting. And I'm going to explain that as we go there. The stretch goal tracking changes, yes. While the title is misleading, and it was Star's announcement on the changes, apparently after this Friday's telethon, there was this announcement, which was there was a change, and we joked about that, and we said a couple like 2 weeks ago we were making that joke that make it every Friday, in jest when Star makes this announcement this Friday. Well, it comes to show that this doesn't seem to compute with the general public. The general public is now confused as to how the rewards program works. What if they subscribe this time of the month? What if they subscribe at that time of the month? What happens if there's the moon over Jupiter while the comet is passing through the sky on Novia and my dog took a dump on Tuesday? How does that affect me? And there's all sorts of questions. It
is a monthly subscription.
Yes.
So we'll just run that down to 30 days.
You and I,
30 days.
Okay,
30.
Probably tend to get what's going on here. But.
Yeah, 30-day subscription. Okay. So the question really becomes, what happens if they hold a telethon within that 30-day window? Because that's what people are really trying to get to without saying it. If a telethon they subscribe for 1 month, then they cancel their subscription. And then from there, it's like, do they get a telethon that is held within that 30-day period?
Well,
those rewards.
And
the answer should be yes, because they subscribed for a month and there were 2 different telethons within that month.
Now, if the telethon is on the 1st of the month and you subscribe on the 31st of the month, do you get your rewards?
Wait, say that again?
If the telethon is on the 1st of the month and you subscribe in the 31st of the month, do you get the rewards?
Depends on how they're doing their subscription.
I'll see that. That's the big kerfuffle over here, okay? And that's what inquiring minds want to know. Now, the simple answer should be yes. If you subscribe during the month of June and there's a telethon during the month of June, you get June's telethon item, regardless of when you sign up. But
that would be that. And since they've moved to a fucking 4 times a month telethon, that would actually be 2 months of telethons that you're getting, because you have to remember it's like the last Thursday. There is the last Thursday of the month is the release. The Friday.
How is that gonna work?
Friday.
Pray tell. Now you're starting to understand.
The Friday is when they do the
problem.
telethon.
Now you're starting to understand the big problem. Okay.
It's not the big problem. I mean, for me,
if a new release is on the last Thursday of a month, and there's 4 Fridays in the month, and the last Friday of the month is in a new release, how does that all work? People want to know. That's what we're alluding to, and this is what the causality of the 4 times a month has now got people talking about. That's what I'm interested in this conversation. Now, do you understand?
Not my fault that they didn't really put a lot of thought into this.
Thank you. Point taken.
Not my fault that they did not put a lot of thought into this. They decided, hey, we're having a problem with fundraising, and from there, we need to, and we've been doing 2, and we're also doing the Friday stream. It has been suggested many times, why don't we do our fundraising on the Fridays as well? Hey, let's just convert that to the live stream. They didn't really think about the rewards and how that affects the rewards program as far as that monthly subscription. I mean, they really didn't.
Yeah.
Hi, Sean.
And then, of course,
a little low.
The question of recurring. When does it recur? And most of us have been able to answer that question by going, if you signed up on the 6th and your first payment was on the 6th, it will happen every month on the 6th. If you signed up on the 20th It will happen every month on the 20th. Yeah.
No,
But,
let me ask you this,
what's that?
understanding on this, because let me ask. I have 2 accounts. Okay.
I can barely hear you, Sean. I don't know why that
Dude,
is.
Let me adjust. Hold on, man. I'll come back. Hold on.
I can turn
It's
you up a
okay.
little bit too. Maybe you just need to get a little closer to your mic.
Well, what's really funny is I don't even have the Release 56 live stream rewards on my non-rewards program account, or listed it, but I do have the subscription.
Yeah, see, now I noticed that on my
Yeah.
account too. And again, that was under the one subscription that I do have. I haven't looked at any of the accounts to see what they say, but that's probably because
Yeah.
they haven't gone ahead and actually triggered those
No,
rewards.
they
as being
probably
applied
haven't.
yet.
So it's
But the community's got a lot of questions about how this is all working, and again, I'm curious to see what the official answer is going to be and how they're going to round this up and appease everybody's questions with this one, because this one's a little hairy.
It's probably going to end up being. See it, and I actually have to take screenshots of this so that way I don't display my all my account information. So it is something where it's like we do end up with, you've got your subscriptions, and then you also have on another page the special rewards. Yeah, but for the special rewards, you actually have to scroll all the way down to the bottom to see the release 55, 54, 53, 52, 51, 50, 49. Yeah. All those, and then you don't have the list for 56 listed, although you do have the subscription listed. So we'll see.
You guys hear me any better?
It's
Yeah,
a little
that's
better.
a bit
there,
better,
Sean.
Sean.
Yeah,
How
I
you
got a
doing
new
today?
headset here, and I'm trying to set the fucker up.
It might be like mine, where you actually have to go into right click on the speaker, go to sounds, go to recording.
Yeah, I did a little of that. I'll twitch it later.
Yeah, go to the properties and increase the level.
But you're good.
I think
we can hear you, and the
some
audience
people
can hear you.
are making it a little bit too complicated. I mean, I joined up 2 accounts. I did it when it first came out, so that was on the 3rd of the month, and the other ones was on the 21st of the month. And the way I understand it, and I could be totally wrong, is that it's just it's not like the month of June or the month of July. It's a 30-day subscription from whenever you
Signed up.
whatever that date was. So you should be eligible for any telethon that falls within that 30-day period. Very simple. And,
Absolutely.
Just not that complicated.
No. Yeah, and it is one where they really didn't put much thought into it, because they forget that they really, especially with that change to the 4 times a month for their live streams, you end up with every single Friday, and that means the Friday after a release. So release 57 is the first stream for the fundraising there is going to be on a Friday, that first Friday. So if you fall within that, hey, you donated on the 30th and the release day is on the 30th, that $9 contributed to 2 telethons. So, yeah.
Yeah, it gets a little interesting, but yeah, basically, you use the subscription. You get the rewards every month, regardless of when it started, when you sign up that month. And again, now with the new model of being able to do every Friday of the month to help raise the stretch goals and allow people to get that. I still don't understand how that
No.
it allows you all to get that without missing it. But see, you sort of shoot yourself in the foot with the 4 times a month, though.
I think 2 times a month would have been plenty, honestly.
I'm sorry. I think one time a month is more than plenty. And Jack
again,
and I were
we're
big proponents of the once every 3 month big ones. And again, as was said yesterday, when they stopped doing it that way and they went to the monthly shorter, stop drinking, stop having fun, stop having a good time with the audience, is when they started seeing a decline. And we can see that.
I'm with you on that.
You know what I'm saying? So
Yeah.
we can see that. And if we can see that, they should be able to see that. That's all we're saying. And again,
Well,
Yeah.
that, and also you have to get away from talking about content that might be coming in a couple of years from now.
now,
Again, people might be excited about that a little bit, and they're like, "Oh, great!" until they realize this is stuff that's not coming anytime in the near future, and then they're like, for the next 2 years, it's going to be. But on this live stream, you told us this. You were working on this. It's like,
No doubt.
Let me ask you a question.
It also becomes one where it's like, this is us spitballing ideas right now for episode 2 content. That's really what it is, because they haven't
Exactly.
even written up the documents
And
for
that's the way
their
everybody-
design documents.
Now
So-
let me ask you
Talk.
two guys and everybody else out there this question, okay? We're pushing this rewards program. As we know, it's a subscription package, okay? So, you want people to sign up for this at $9 a month, okay? And you want to reward them for that, but at the same time, now you're going to go ahead and you're going to give them an option to get all these other rewards for $5 a month, 4 times a month now. Does that make sense? Does that make people want to buy? Because at that chance, used to be, if I missed that telethon, I was shit out of luck unless I bought the stuff secondhand. Okay, so the incentive to use the subscription is to get that so you don't miss that. Okay, now you're going to have the telethon 4 times a month, so now I don't have to worry about missing it because I know it's every Friday, so I can just donate $5 one Friday. I don't see how that's a win situation. Again,
Let me ask this, and I probably missed it somewhere along the lines. Are they keeping the same items for the whole month?
Yes.
Are they
Yes.
changing that out
Yeah.
weekly?
No.
Keeping it for the whole month. That's no.
Yeah, it's silly.
Yeah.
Okay,
It's
but
silly.
even
Take the
even at
rarity
that,
away from it.
why
Take
would
the
I be
market
inclined to
away.
sign up for the rewards program when you're now offering those stretch goals to me all month long, 4 times a month? It doesn't make sense. It's counterproductive. That's all I'm saying. And we're going to point back to
it's
yesterday's
counterproductive
comment.
for rares. It's
Yeah,
counterproductive for rares. It
Yes.
opens up a few additional opportunities for them to fundraise in bulk buys. But the problem is 20% off the add-on store. Is that really a good deal? Because then you have to look at the add-on store prices for everything. And this is something where we've also complained. You are actually paying more for a bunch of items on this store than you are for a AAA title with things that are not even rare. And Caffeine, no, this is live. You know that. You're not in voice chat right now. Now you're in voice chat.
Yeah. You need to be in chat to trigger that.
Yeah, that's right. But yeah, it's one where it's like you have to look at and address the issues with the add-on store pricing. Add-on store pricing is horrendous. There are assets on there that you're paying that were purchased off of the Unity asset store. I'm referring to the horse statue.
And yeah, let's not even go there.
It's
let
like
that sit where it
why
sits right now. Because
why would you pay $50 for that decoration though?
I was going to point to the heraldry debate out there.
Yeah,
and
even the heraldry debate,
high
yeah.
cost of heraldry. What one pattern for one barrel at $12, man? Come on.
14.
Huh?
Yeah.
14.
14. Thank you. Yeah. Okay. Yeah.
Trust me, it's
yeah.
14.
Yeah. I guess I know somebody who bought a few of them. Huh? Yeah.
I ain't talking about
just
it.
a couple.
But And again, the idea behind heraldry was for everybody to have these prominent different blazons that we could show off. And yes, I understood the difference between the original Promise Founder and the Royal Founder ones, and then allowing the public to have a different version. That's all fine, well, and good, but you've outpriced the general public for most of those guys.
I think we wanted this to spread and make. I mean, I've put too much into Paxlair. Let's be honest.
I think we've all spent way too much money on the add-ons.
Well, not just, I'm just talking about the
I've got 3 towns.
Forget everything else.
Myself,
just about the
so I mean, yes, trust me, I understand cost associated with wanting, visual.
But it's one where you're going for quantity of sales, not quality.
Not that was going to be my point. This is a quantity thing, not a quality. The quality is it's a small image to go on a beer glass. It's a small image to go on the back of the chair. It shouldn't cost you. They would get a lot more sales popping that thing down in the under $10 range.
It should be the most expensive
for some of them.
The most expensive thing on the add-on store really should be $50, and that should be the rare. And we're going to limit the number of items that are there, but because that's really the price of a AAA game. Then from there, it's like you put everything on the add-on store between $2 and $10, and then from there, it's like you remember what actually ended up happening to the Obsidian Village and the Obsidian Townhome, right?
Yep. They
had a bunch of sales, and then they doubled the price.
And then they dropped the price.
And then they actually bundled it with houses.
And so you get rid of them.
Now you can't get rid of them.
Anyway,
but that leads into the argument of my bundle value, according to add-on store prices, is not the same because these house prices are completely different.
Yeah, why is this house on this bundle worth $300 in the add-on store when that house
and this one's worth
$100? Whatever. I got the post here someplace on it, and again, just it's little things like that get to be, But again, I understand the overall. It's a business. The guys need to be able to pay the bills, keep the lights on.
It is a business.
We understand that,
but you're looking for quantity of sales.
Yeah, and we're treading
which means that you really need to make it something where it's like, okay, you take your dev time, and then you say, okay, we really need to sell 2,000 of these. And it's like, you remember the city airship connection with Star Citizen?
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay.
I don't have one of those.
That was 350, but there was only 150 of them possible. 250 of them?
I believe it was 250.
Okay, I thought it was 150, but 150, 250. No, they didn't. They did not sell out.
Didn't they?
They eventually pulled it. So there's less than 150 or 250 of those.
The headsets that sold out. The headset package.
Yeah, but because in order to actually have that airship, you actually have to have a city-sized lot.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So you had to buy $1,000 city lot to put the.
It is much easier to nickel and dime people than go for a full dollar.
There are certain times you go for the home run on an item that's big and a one-time buy type thing. And
sometimes you just have to bunt
the death. People will $5 themselves to death. And, that's what you want to go for.
If you put heraldry at 2 kodos a piece. Or, a package of 10, package of 5 for $10, I think you'd be more likely to sell a bunch more than one at $14. Just saying.
Oh, yeah.
Just saying. If I wanted to do something on the cuff, and I had some kodos in my pocket, I'd be probably more likely to run down to that Kodo vendor and buy it than pay $14 on the store. Just saying.
Especially if you're a POT owner. I mean, this is part
Oh,
of
absolutely.
Yeah.
overall dream when we first started. Now you can really make your own town distinguished in your look and make it look different, with different coloring and that. So this was huge.
Hey,
for me.
I spent $700 on castle walls that I can't get rid of.
Well, I don't think you expect it to be.
It's like I
townless
cannot.
At
That's the difference
townless at
between
this
you and me,
point
Jack.
either.
I'll spend
so,
$700 on beer casks before I'll spend it on castle walls.
Is,
Well, I bought them at one of the telethons where they were drinking, and it was
you go.
right at the end. And when you had that jump of $800, like right at the end, that was me. Yeah,
See, that's what happened.
and I was behind the camera too.
But anyway,
Caffeine, I have no clue. I believe it's supposed to though. He wants to know if the greenhouse storefront will ever go to the Kodos vendors. But yeah, I mean, it's like
probably not.
I don't
well, I don't
think
see.
no, it should
I don't see
because
why it
it's
wouldn't,
one of
but
the
you do
just
you
the
do
normal
know
house.
you can craft a regular storefront these days. I know the greenhouse is
The greenhouse was the reward that's not supposed to be done. That you picked that up with the place anywhere stretch goal from last year. So I doubt that would go to the Coda.
no. It's the greenhouse storefront,
The
which is a
storefront.
house
storefront.
type.
Got it.
four-story
Yeah.
row lot greenhouse
Got it.
storefront. Yeah,
Yep.
the new one. Yeah.
Misunderstood.
Yeah. But yeah, it's you end up with like when you look at these prices for things, it's like make that row lot or that row house $25, $35. You'll end up and make the most expensive things on the add-on store like $50. And you'll end up selling a lot more than you will trying to sell things at 300, 400, 500.
Now,
Yeah, or
I
say
agree with
300, 400,
Acondas. In theory,
500,
anything
rare
on the store should be on the Kodo event.
Yeah, anything on this. Yeah, it should be.
Now-
And it's something that they probably haven't added on because I mean, you also have like the Elven 4-story city homes not on there yet. Whenever you're looking at the add-on store, if it does not have the little Kodo symbol on it, that means that it is not yet eligible for purchase on the add-on store.
Now, it'd be nice if there was a time frame. I know they like to generate the income producing sales, and putting new stuff up just for cash is one thing. But after 6 months, they should automatically just revert, to both cash and Kodo. I mean, that's just a suggestion.
You know what they also have the tech available for?
Coloring furniture.
Not just that. Yes, but yes, that will be coming. But I was going to refer to the fact that you could actually have, since like the daily announcement can be used, you could actually do a flash sale in the game. And since it's just really just a friggin' SQL script that's setting up the sales, where it's like 50% off a single item on the add-on store. You could just do that as a link in game, and then boom, which means that only people that are like logged in seeing the message of the day would be able to click that link. And then from there, it's like you do random discounts as well. And that way it incentivizes people to log in and look at the message of the day as well.
Man,
But
did you see that
you end up
sale
with all kinds
today?
of things. Yeah. Hey, Chris updated his blog finally.
Oh, he updated his blog. Yay.
Yeah, it's still yesterday's post.
Let's go to the Dippy Birds update, and then we'll do a stand-up corner. How about that?
Oh, okay.
But yes, Chris actually did update his blog with some new information for you all out there, and you all gonna be really excited for this. Very, very excited.
Very, very, very excited. Remember, this was posted yesterday at 4:38, and Chris said, "Hey, it's been way too long since I did a post," and Expect a good one tomorrow. ... We're
waiting.
Yeah, we're waiting. That good one hasn't come.
Hi, everybody. Hi, Dr. Nick.
Then we also do have a stand-up corner from yesterday. Remember, stand-up corner is where the devs say, hey, I worked on this yesterday. I'm working on this today. Something random gets written down, eventually gets posted to the interwebs, and we get to interpret it. In the art department, Damon. It's working on web design and dye support in meetings.
Talk about dyeing that furniture.
Yeah.
How about dyeing some of that armor, guys? You know, you're killing us.
Oh, dude, go back to the old. Go back to that old epic black paint with the little red trim.
We'll talk about that probably tomorrow, because that's another whole topic on its own.
Yeah. Over in design, Beezus.
The Beesinator.
Working on loot in the fishing meeting.
The fishing meeting.
Yeah. Fix all the other crafting before you work on fishing.
John, it's all your fault. You got to keep that old man locked up, otherwise everything's going to be fish.
About fishing, yeah. and he doesn't even fish.
I can't comment on that.
Sanyo working on control point updates and tutorial content and moderation and player towns. Hey, I was there for the first time he ever caught a fish. It's like, he's like, wow. It's like, yeah. No caffeine. Lies. Fix crafting first. Over in tech, we do have Dr. Bob working on the Obsidian trial, teleporters, and prize support and meetings. JY working on vendors and merchant UE updates. Does that mean we're going to be able to finally add 1,000 of one item and let people use the slider to buy as much as they want? Because that would be awesome.
I hope so, amongst other things.
Yep. Then after that, we do have Wizard Smoke.
Yes.
No sound effect, no nothing. I see how you are. Working on die architecture and user interface and live stream and bug forms. The Deathbringer, one and only. Working on bugs in meetings. The Burning Toad working on property updates and item architecture updates and double XP support. Tassilo working on payment system updates and architecture. Over in studio services, we do have Cox working on operations and administration. And it in prizes and rewards, data, and localization. Serafina working on player towns and customer service and live stream and general business and QA. Then over in useless overhead, we do have the Dippy Bird working on live stream and bugs in general business and it and dungeon design. Because why fix all the problems currently around? Instead, let's work on episode 2 stuff. Yep. Lord British wants to know live stream.
Live stream.
Bye, Condis.
Yep. Enjoy your lunch.
And enjoy your vacay.
Have a taco and tequila for us.
It's all about the vacay.
Don't forget, you can keep listening with the app.
Yep.
Your wife may not like it, but you won't miss it.
The game is 0% off. Where was I at? Lord British working on live stream and convention prep because he's going to Gamescom in Germany and general business and design meetings. Yeah, and don't forget that design meetings where they're, as well as that dungeon design, is really where they're talking about how are we going to do this stuff for episode 2. And the Dork Star are working on the weekly update in Jira and live stream and wedding, because that was Sunday between the Mistress of Chaos and Golden Wino Khan. And if you missed it, or I should say High Priestess, it's only Laz's mistress. That was on Sunday. And design direction and leads meeting. Stefan working on localization and convention support and scheduling and general business and events. And that's what our devs said they were working on. Yay. It's a whole lot of stuff, right?
Whole lot of stuff. But it was one of the things that they did talk about was the ability to dye. Was it just deco, or was it mostly deco, or was it just furniture? I forget exactly what the reference was, but
don't ask me these things. I can't remember what happened yesterday.
Yeah, I know. You don't pay attention to what just happened 5 minutes ago, so that's a different story.
What are you talking about?
Huh? What? Girl.
Yeah.
That,
Play Death Before the Mast.
Eagle. Thank you, buddy.
Eagle, thank you. Love you, man.
Always love seeing you out there. Wow. That total's climbing, boy. Thank you very much. Hey, music.
But you haven't heard this song before? So I don't think I've
it's
ever
been quiet in the background while we've been sitting here chit-chatting and talking about
I realized that, yeah.
But again, probably maybe a little bit more.
Yes, Armelian. Everybody's afraid of your awesome powers. That's why they didn't show up. Because Armelian has almost 1,000 hit points.
But with the decision to allow furniture deco to be dyeable, what happened to our armor? Hello?
Well,
you know...
Great question.
I mean, really, guys? I mean, deco over armor. Really? That's all I gotta say on that right now. That's really all I gotta say on that.
The armor thing, remember they had that design change a long time ago. Instead of using the dyes on the armor, which worked beautifully, by the way, they decided to actually change it to the material composition dictates the color of the armor, because you can never add paint on top of an armor. But you remember
you couldn't throw an enamel coating on top of your armor.
Not at all. No one's ever shellacked a wall ever.
You know, I've
There's
never
no
changed
painting in Novia.
Yeah, I've never changed the color of leather hides in order to produce a different colored product. No.
Nope. Never heard that. I've never heard of like pouring a powder into some liquid and then dumping a shirt inside of it and it coming out weird colors.
Totally different color. Yeah, that's right.
Never heard of any of this stuff before.
You ever
this
seen that
dye stuff is voodoo.
Have you ever seen that in a game before?
Nope, never heard of this stuff. I
thought I played a game once that allowed me to do that.
Well, in UO, you didn't dye the armor. It was the.
You brought it to a dye tub.
Right, dye tub.
Dye tub.
No, that was the cloth.
Dye tub.
It was
the dye
They
tub.
had they had all different dye tubs.
Whatever it was, you brought it to a dye tub.
Yep, and then when they started, they had.
I had like 10 true black dye tubs.
Yep, there you go. Those are the.
Yeah, well, so then you remember. But,
yeah, I mean, but that was only for cloth. Your armor you couldn't dye by the time I was left.
No, they had an armor. After that, there's an armor dye. There's
there was no
dye your Johnson.
They also went with quite the assortment of ingots to make your armor from. Wasn't that how they achieved it with armor? Was you were able to forge different types of ingots in different colors, which would dictate your
Well, if you used gold ingots, you had gold armor. If you had Verite, you had green. If you had,
absolutely. But
what was the light blue color? I can't remember what that one was. But yeah,
Empyrean?
Valorite. Valorite was
Valorite.
the light blue. Yeah, that was the pretty blue color.
Anyway. Yeah, it was just one of those things that
getting it in Discord and in game. Yeah, no agapite for me. Nope. Yeah, actually, I don't care at this point. Yeah,
right before the show today was just talking about stuff like that. I come across a thing about forging an obsidian sword. Where did I see that? So I sat down and I actually watched a video of some guy trying to forge a sword from obsidian. Yeah.
Did he break a bunch of obsidian?
Oh, he had to do a half a dozen things. He broke a couple kilns and a couple other major pieces of equipment trying to accomplish this feat. But
what? He broke his kiln.
Yeah.
Was the temperature just that hot?
Boil over, melt out.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I mean, it's like
anyway.
in order to actually make an obsidian sword or even an obsidian dagger, they just took a chunk of obsidian and chipped it out. And yeah. But yeah, I guess he was trying to make the obsidian in the sword shape from the beginning.
Well, obsidian being glass, glass-like, he melted it down to liquid state to form it into a mold, type thing.
Wow, that's just crazy.
And it was a hell of a video. I may have to go back and find that and post that for everybody to see.
Jack. Fucking magic, man.
What?
Fucking magic.
Fucking magic.
That's right.
Yeah.
The Atos fan club. Fucking magic.
Fucking Shroud math. Just those damn NPCs slowing you down. Fucking Shroud math. Because collision doesn't work.
That's a really great thing to finish the day off with. Is because we forgot about
fucking collision.
Yes, and again, I just had to chime in on this one because this was a great topic in the forums today. Please stop these annoyingly rude guards, the slow effect, and NPCs who just want to say hi. That's right.
Yeah.
Now, of course, the basic gist of the post is, collisioning guards and guards being rude and NPCs who try and be friendly. But for the most part, our guards are not the friendliest throughout the lands of Novia.
Some of them are just straight up assholes.
Well, and again, that's was his question. His major question was, please tell me why we need this slowing effect and why the guards have to be such dicks. And my answers to his question was, of course, one of your favorite topics, which is collision, which is why we have to slow down and walk through the guards or the chickens or the cats so that we have some kind of collision system. And of course, the second part of that answer is that
I want collision actually on in combat zones.
I
mean full on collision.
Full collision, not walk through.
Full collision, not walk through collision. Full collision in a combat zone. So that way, yes, you can get blocked in by monsters and you have to fight your way out. Because when you can run through everything, it's like, even though they'll discuss the fact that you've got edge cases where someone could actually go ahead and grief you by running a train on you. But you know what? This is all instance based, and how many people are playing in friends only mode and single player online mode to avoid sharing an instance with other people. So it's like, turn on collision, go ahead and inside of towns, go ahead and turn it off completely. And so that way NPCs won't slow you down, but inside of a hunting adventure scene, you've got full collision.
Well, I can just easily tell them just run around with your weapon in war mode, as we call it, fight mode, whatever you want to call it, and you'll run through everything. And then the second part to his answer as to why the guards have to be such dicks is, well, Novians don't like Outlanders, and you're an Outlander. And you'll notice that attitude throughout Novia with quite a few of its citizens.
Can you fix your grammar in your post, please?
No.
You're killing me, Smells.
But what's wrong with my grammar?
So, what's the difference between YOU''RE and YOUR?
Yeah.
What's the difference between the two?
Yeah. I get
it. You're killing me, Smalls. Killing me.
I'm not the English teacher. Fucking Brooklyn.
Former.
Thought we've been over this.
Yeah.
Thought we've been over this before. Yeah, you're right. I spelled that wrong.
Yeah.
Let me go edit that just to make Jack happy.
Please. Let's see. Just for you, we're going to play Zeroed. Yes. It's not pink, it's light red. Yeah. Jack spent 10 years teaching high school English. Jack no longer really cares unless you get like one of the big grammar no-nos.
Okay, there you are.
Jack
makes
errors all the time. Yes. Okay.
Just
now let me refresh to make sure. Did you put that in the comment? Okay. Yeah. Now let's go check out Umuri's things. That way we could see that your post has been edited.
Yes. You know, that's another quick topic before we start closing out here. One guy offered up a lot for sale, and another guy chimed in going, "Damn, how did you get that lot so quick? You using a bot or something? I may have to hire you to, get me a lot. You seem to beat me every time." And the other guy replies, "No, I don't use a bot. I do it by hand, but if I told you my secrets, I'd lose out on a lot of lots." And then the next post I just happened to get on my notification was, "Y'all didn't have to delete that. It was two guys having a conversation." Well, apparently the moderators thought that the conversation that these two guys were having was offending somebody aside from these two guys who were having a conversation, and moderated their conversation. Now, it was nobody else had chimed in. It was just two guys having a conversation amongst themselves, and they came in and moderated it. Really, guys? Don't you all have something better to do with your time? Like fixing bugs and stuff, just saying. That totally innocuous conversation you moderated for no real reason, okay? Again,
because the word bot was in there.
Stop. Bot, script, whatever, these are words we can use, and, maybe he's saying, no, I don't do that because it's illegal, and telling somebody that, you got to just leave this stuff alone. Again, it doesn't do any good to moderate it because we see it, and we see that it gets moderated, and that doesn't do any good for you guys. That's all I'm saying.
It does something, man. It does something.
As long as I keep seeing it, I'm going to keep harping on it. That's all I'm going to say. Every time I see it, I'm going to say something because it's wrong. It's really wrong. This was a conversation that was totally just benign. Had nothing to do with it was totally benign, and it was stupid. And if we got people sitting there in the forums going through that, you know what? They get paid to do something. Let them do something more constructive, please. Because the fact that I had to take the time out to go find that because I noticed it was missing because I was following the conversation, it took me a couple minutes. I'm sure it took them a couple more minutes. more constructive things can be done. That's all I'm going to say on that one today. Anyway, moving right along. I love that marketplace.
That NBNN app.
I love that marketplace. I love that marketplace. I gotta say that up front today because you know how much I love that marketplace. Yeah.
Hey, man.
But yes, moving right along, got to tell you, of course, about the NBNN app. And, of course, thank you again for all you guys supporting us out there via Patreon donations and, of course, through the marketplace. Do appreciate it. And thanks to you guys, the app lives. And that's what keeps the app paid for, keeps the newspaper paid for, keeps the web hosting paid for, keeps this all this good stuff paid for. But the NBNN Shroud of the Avatar app is available in the Google Play Store, the Apple iTunes Store, or the Amazon App Store. That's right, we've got you covered on all your electronic devices, so you can check it out. You can read the NBNN Daily Britannian, published 7 days a week, with news from Shroud of the Avatar and beyond. You can read the forums and, well, hopefully you can read those comments before they get moderated. But you can get into some good conversations over there. You can check us out on social media. You can view all the available Discord channels. You can tune into the radio stations. Much more, including shopping the marketplace and, of course, checking out what's going on the NBNN Shroud of the Avatar community calendar, which is brought to you every day by our good friends over at Hometown Hero. I'll tell you a little bit more about them in a few minutes, but meanwhile, today's calendar.
That's right. That Google public calendar hosted at nbnn.info. Just click on the calendar button, and you can see that it is an aggregate of all of the available Google public calendars related to Shroud of the Avatar that guy knows about. If you have a Google public calendar, or if you want to add events to the NBNN Shroud community calendar, you need to email that guy news@nbnn.info, and he'll do something with it eventually. All times on the community calendar are Central Time in the real world, but we prefer to refer to it as Nude Britannia Time.
Nude Britannia Time. Yes.
And Monday through Friday, 12s and 6s around the clock, you can always listen to Radio Free Britannia, and listen to two idiots interpreting the news on a little show called Lunch with us. And the funny thing is, I'm actually looking at Facebook on this window and not even paying attention. 2 o'clock this afternoon, you need to go to the town of Paxlayer and talk to Sean Silverfoot about all of his town of Paxlayer. Yeah. And talk to Sean Silverfoot all about his heraldry expenses and learn all about Paxlayer.
Sean, what's going on in the town manager hour today?
I'm going fishing.
Lies.
Now,
if anything, he might be working on his masturbator skill.
It's true. I only got up to apprentice, but I've been having training on it. So yeah, I went down to the nursing home, and never mind.
At 3 o'clock this afternoon, you can always join Wintermute of Cough for the EVL Euro Dungeon Crawl. At 7 p.m., James Thunder. He's going to be doing the Thunder's Dungeon Run. If that's not your thing and you'd rather go join the Jade Dragons, you can always go visit Braemar and visit Chili Beans or Chilblain's Compendium of Pain and Suffering, where you essentially listen to Lunch with Laz and Jack for 7 hours straight.
Really should do.
Yeah, they really should ban that.
Same episode over and over and over.
I know. Yeah. A little bit of everything. We forgot to mention the Hometown Hero giveaway.
I was going to do that when we get to the sponsors.
I posted a link to it. Then after that, 7 p.m. on Radio Free Britannia is the 70s at 7. I finally found it. Then the final event of the evening is on Radio Free Britannia, and that is the Wecked Womb.
WRFP.
Yep.
That's right. Yes, while we're thinking about that, let's put this up on screen. I think I got it here. See if that'll fit. Yes, good friends over at Hometown Hero. Jack just put links up there. Are doing a giveaway. They're giving away a Stick Prince Top 5 and Oil Art D Pro.
That is the grand prize.
That's the grand prize. That's right.
The
And,
second place is the five pack of juice with the D Pro.
Yeah.
And then after that, 10 runner-up prizes where they get one bottle from the Artist Series. So you get all kinds of different stuff.
Yep. So you can check that out via the links that Jack put in there. And don't forget our sponsor is Hometown Hero for your vape juice needs. Again, you can click on the links on the site, or when you're checking out at Hometown Hero, use the promo code NBNN. You'll save 10% off your purchase. But get in on this. If you guys have been curious and you're vaping out there and you just want a chance to check out some pretty cool juice and try the product. And again, don't forget, you can just sign up and get a free bottle. All you got to do is pay the shipping on it. And they'll send you a free bottle to try out and check out their juice.
And
again,
I got it. I did that.
What do you got to lose?
I did that.
What do you got to lose? Again, try it out if you like it. Hey, if not, it only costs you shipping. It's probably a lot cheaper than a trip to your local vape shop anyway. So, check it out. But you're watching Lunch with Laz and Jack right here on NBNN. Of course, checking us out on twitch.tv/Synesys or twitch.tv/NBNN News. Catching us in replays on WRFB or on YouTube. We thank you much, and we do appreciate all your support for tuning in and checking us out, allowing us to give you the news and what's going on right here in Shrouded Avatar. Of course, you can become a supporter like our good buddy Eagle, always out there throwing some bits our way on a daily basis. And we love you, man. You are probably one of our biggest and best supporters out there, especially in bits. You know, he keeps himself in that spotlight, that's for sure.
He clicks on the ads a lot.
Hey, you know, whatever. You can get free bits doing that stuff. You can become a sponsor. You can become a patron by going to patreon.com/NBNN. You can click on any of the links and use the donating buttons. You got cryptocurrency you want to get rid of and tip in crypto. You can send some Jack's way because he accepts crypto over on his streams. And, of course, if you have Amazon Prime, that's right. Yeah, we all accept that good stuff. If you have an Amazon Prime account, you get a free sub every month, and you need to re-up it every month. That's why we remind you. And we'd appreciate it if you'd use those on one of our streams. Of course, the Airy Fund bringing you the latest in community causes and charitable events right here inside Shrouded Avatar. Become a supporter today and play for a cause. Check out theairyfund.org for the latest information. SodaCon Austin 2018, man. We had the Duke here yesterday, Duke Ezekiel Cooper joining us on set and talking about SodaCon. It's going to be a blast, folks. It's going to be a good time. And again, tickets are extended through the beginning of October, and we expect to have a really good time in Austin again this year. And I hope you all get to join us. Go to SodaConAustin.org for the latest information and for tickets. Don't forget, you can win a pair of tickets to SodaCon by checking out the Merits app as well. And you can enter daily for your chance to win a pair of tickets and a pair of T-shirts or a weekly T-shirt drawing. We've given out quite a few of those, and maybe tomorrow I'll give everybody an update on all those recent winners. Just sent out like 4 weeks worth of winners. Great stuff going on there as well. Legit from Hometown Hero. Again, can't say enough about these guys today. These guys have been knocking out of the park with me and now Jack. And hopefully you guys soon enough. Check them out, hometownhero.com. Save 20% off your purchase. when you check out using the promo code NBNN. Coil more wands, putting the magic in your hands. Shroud's music service, putting the music in your ears. The Britannian Money Company, putting those crafting goods in your hands for a fee, of course. Check out all the vendors available at Black Rock Cove, located in the Quell region next to the town of Exeter, and conveniently located next to the mines. RelicsByRill.com for all your licensed Shrouded avatars. Swag. And of course, we're going to save you some money over at Relics by Rill as well. NBNN will save you 10% when you check out at relicsbyrill.com. WRFB Radio Free Britannia, bringing you the latest news and entertainment. And of course, lunch, Laz and Jack, around the clock throughout the day in case you missed us live. And last but definitely never least, I love this shit. I tell you what, I love more than this shit. Shroud Marketplace. I tell you what, Shroud Marketplace was really great this past weekend. And I tell you what, I don't care what anybody says. I've been adding friends to my friends list daily. I'm making sales on a regular basis. I'm making sales in game. People are out there, folks. Don't listen. Again, I had a conversation after the show yesterday with Duke, and plenty of people out there coming in on a regular basis. This is The Sky Is Falling Part 4. But don't forget Shroud. Because you've been here for it every year. Part 4 every year at this time. The sky's falling. It's all gonna
Don't
die.
know what you're talking about. But Shroud Marketplace is the best place to go buy or sell anything Shroud of the Avatar related, from accounts to game gold, crowns of the Obsidian cheaper than you can get off the add-on store, all the way to service, anything and everything from leveling services to crafting services, all the way to Scrota's music service thing where $5 gets you.
Anything you want.
Including Scrota, including Gus Ball services. I mean, some dude's offering a wedding service. I never heard anything about that, but I mean,
I got bumped by Darkstar this weekend, man.
we do have to talk about that guy that's got the Armelian's Gold and More, because he showed up on the lot today. Armelian's Gold and More.
Armelian's Gold and More is always
he's got an adventurer level 100 account up for sale with 127 million pooled XP.
Nice.
You can make this character do whatever you want. If you're looking for game gold, he's got bunches out there, all the way up to 1 million, and adventurer boosts as well as crowns. I mean, $55 for 100, which is almost 50 cents on the dollar. Yeah, and it's like cheap. 55 cents. Cheap. Go visit Armelian's shop at Shroud Marketplace. Go visit my shop. Go visit Laz's shop. Go visit them all.
That's right. Check it out, because if you're really looking for top-notch goods, again, Miss Telethon items, you name it, golds, kodos, you can probably find it a lot cheaper at shroudmarketplace.com. And of course,
that's right. We're out of time.
We always run over time because we do. We don't have any rules. And to think at one point I wanted to try and cut this down to like 50 minutes and be able to insert commercials. Yeah, what the hell was I thinking?
I don't know.
I don't know. That's right. Don't know what I was thinking. But again, don't forget, you're watching Lunch with Laz and Jack. We're out of here for today. We'll be back with more tomorrow right here on NBNN. Till then, I'm Laz.
I'm Jack.
And we are NBNN. Have a great day, everybody. We'll see you all tomorrow.
Bye-bye, everybody. Bye-bye.